The story begins with a young woman named Amanda in a basement speaking on the phone. She's talking to a man, and after confirming his identity, Amanda pretends to be from the credit card safety department. She informs the man that there have been some expensive transactions on his card and asks if he made them. The man replies that he hasn't used the card and it's still in his wallet. Amanda then asks him to confirm his card number so they can check details. The man provides his card number, and Amanda also manages to get the 3 digits from the back of the card from him. In reality, Amanda was a scammer engaging in small-scale schemes like this. Her method was to order goods online using other people's credit cards and then sell these items on different websites to make money. This was how she earned her income. However, Amanda had grand ambitions that these minor scams couldn't fulfill. She needed to accumulate significant wealth. One day, while browsing a bank's website, she saw a message promoting opening a trading account for financial freedom. Amanda wasn't very knowledgeable about trading and investing, so she decided she needed to grasp the fundamentals first. She ordered a book to learn about trading. The book explained that the stock market essentially represents a conflict between bulls and bears. In stock market terms, a buyer of stock is referred to as a bull, while a seller is called a bear. From the book, Amanda also learned when to go long on a position, meaning buy, and when to go short, meaning sell. If you believe a stock's price will increase, you buy it, go long, essentially following a bull rally. Conversely, if you anticipate a stock's price will decline, you sell it, go short, which is known as taking a bear position. The visual tool used to track market direction, whether rising or falling, is called a candlestick chart. Simply put, a green candle indicates buying and a red candle indicates selling. It's crucial to always manage your risks in the market. Only then can you sustain your presence there for an extended period. After absorbing this information, Amanda contacted the book's author, Emily Ross. She told Ms. Ross that she had read her stock market book and noticed it focused heavily on long-term investment, asking why it didn't emphasize short-term investments. Emily Ross then asked if she was referring to day trading. Amanda confirmed this was exactly what she meant. Emily Ross described day trading as being like a get-rich-quick scheme, or even a form of gambling. Amanda countered that she had read online about many people who found success through day trading. Emily Ross responded by saying that the number of falsehoods circulated on the internet today is unprecedented in human history. She illustrated the truth of trading with a lottery analogy. 10 lakh people buy a lottery ticket, each believing they will win. She then asked who actually gets rich in that scenario, the lottery seller or the buyer. Amanda correctly answered, lottery seller. Emily Ross stated that this is the reality of trading. The ones who consistently profit are the lottery sellers, the large institutions that influence the market. She characterized the life of a day trader as being like living in a prison where you can't eat or sleep peacefully, constantly having to make swift decisions and take action. This relentless sequence never ends, creating a perpetual sense of restlessness. She questioned if Amanda wanted that kind of life. Hearing all this, Amanda posted the final page of Emily Ross's book on the wall. On that page was written, "You cannot beat luck." Nevertheless, despite this knowledge, Amanda decided to pursue day trading because she was determined to become rich quickly. She signed up for trading applications on her laptop and also joined a social media platform called MarketMouth, where people discussed market trends. On MarketMouth, Amanda began following an account named Bob the Broker, who had shared tutorials on candlestick charts and patterns on his website. Amanda started watching these video tutorials. She began memorizing all the patterns Bob described and committed to following the rules. Now, Amanda felt fully prepared and made her first trade. However, on her very first day, Amanda incurred a loss of $2,700. Seeing this made Amanda furious with herself. She documented the outcome of her first day on a large piece of paper. Day after day, Amanda continued to experience losses, and she would write loser on the paper for herself each time. The story then skips to the 18th day of Amanda's day trading journey. On this particular day, Amanda finally saw a profit for the first time. Amanda was overjoyed and wrote "winner" on the paper. Following this initial success, Amanda made profits again on the 20th day, the 21st day, and many times thereafter. Each time she made a profit, she recorded it on paper and declared herself a winner. By this point, Amanda had gained self-confidence. She then wrote "the real deal" on a paper. This indicated that Amanda was preparing to execute a significant trade. She decided to short the stock of a pharmaceutical company because she had a hunch the company's stock price was about to drop. This pharmaceutical company, Delta Pax Pharmaceutical, had recently conducted a clinical trial for one of its medications. This particular drug was an anti-cancer medicine. Amanda's theory was that the company's trial would fail, causing the stock price to fall. She then invested everything she possessed into shorting this company's stock. Amanda also shared this move on the MarketMouth social media network. She used her profile there under the name Daisy. She posted that she was the only one who had shorted Delta Pax Pharmaceutical stock and asked for others' opinions. True to her plan, she shorted 2,000 shares of Delta Pax. As soon as the market opened at 9:30 in the morning, Delta Pax shares began to rise, forming green candles. Amanda's losses started accumulating rapidly. Amanda's anxiety intensified as she watched her loss grow. It was now 12:30 p.m., lunchtime on MarketMouth. People started making fun of Amanda's post because Delta Pax stock had not dropped as she predicted. Amanda's nervousness continued to mount, and time was ticking by. Amanda became angry seeing the stock rise. Then suddenly, Delta Pax's stock formed a large red candle, indicating a sharp decline. The stock continued to fall, and Amanda's position moved from a loss to a profit. News had spread throughout the market that the clinical trial for Delta Pax medicine had failed. The stock kept falling, and Amanda's target price was reached. Witnessing this, everyone on MarketMouth began criticizing the Delta Pax company, and Amanda was happy to see it all unfold because her prediction had come true. The market closed at 4 p.m. Amanda documented her success on a large sheet of paper. She recorded a profit of approximately $497. Later that night, while she was smoking cigarettes, she received a message from Bob the broker, whose tutorials she'd been following. Bob's message complimented her trading call that day and asked how long she had been trading. Amanda replied that she had been watching his tutorials for the past month and that today was her first significant trade. They then began talking on the phone. Bob asked Amanda how she managed to predict the stock's fall that day. Amanda explained that she had noticed a pattern where a pharmaceutical company's stock often increases during medicine trials, but falls sharply when the result is poor. She had observed this phenomenon and decided to short the stock today based on that. Bob then offered to share a secret. It's very difficult to succeed in the market relying solely on technical analysis. He explained that the market is primarily driven by significant fear and hype. Therefore, he advised against buying a stock when it's being hyped. Instead, he suggested creating hype yourself and, when everyone else starts buying, selling at the elevated price. Moving forward, Amanda began researching pharmaceutical companies that were currently undergoing clinical trials for their medicines and whose results were expected soon. She gathered whatever information she could find about these companies, including from the dark web. Amanda also created multiple dummy accounts on MarketMouth. Her plan was to use these accounts to post information and generate hype on the platform, encouraging more people to buy the stock based on her misleading posts, allowing her to sell her shares at a higher price. Using this strategy, Amanda made a considerable amount of profit. During this period, she was in regular contact with Bob. Amanda would share her market analysis with Bob, and she also received valuable information from him. Amanda remained focused in her basement, dedicating herself entirely to trading. She would eat and exercise there and continuously made profits by diligently managing her emotions. Now she was getting ready to play a much larger game. One day, while reviewing a list of pharmaceutical companies, Amanda noticed a company named Clean Therapeutics. The name sounded familiar to her. When she looked at her medicine bottle, she discovered that she had been taking medication from that company. Amanda visited the company's website to gather more details. There she found an announcement from the CEO stating that the company was soon going to conduct the second phase trial of a new medicine specifically for stress disorders, including insomnia, anxiety, and persistent feelings of nervousness. Then one morning, Amanda wakes up at 9:30 a.m. It was raining heavily outside, causing a power outage. Consequently, she couldn't execute any trades that day. She had planned to invest money in a specific stock, but was unable to do so. In frustration, Amanda threw her phone. The entire day passed this way, and electricity was restored shortly after the market closed. Amanda's mobile phone also started charging. She then received a message from Bob. Bob was very angry with Amanda because due to her inability to trade, they had missed out on investing in the stock they had planned for. She was also very upset with her circumstances. To cope with her stress, Amanda took a drug. After taking the drug, she lost control of herself. She started seeing everything around her moving. When the effects of the drug wore off, Amanda woke up in a state of panic, discovering she was bleeding from one arm and holding a knife in the other hand. She also saw that she had made an arrow marks on the wall with her blood. Amanda then examined the marks she had made while under the influence. She realized she had drunkenly written on a piece of paper, "Find John Hamilton." Amanda began searching online for a man named John Hamilton and found many individuals with that name. She then searched for John Hamilton death online. This search led her to news of John Hamilton's death. The report stated that 25-year-old Army soldier John Hamilton was killed during an encounter with police, and the police alleged that John Hamilton was experiencing a mental crisis. Amanda searched further and found another news story. In this story, John Hamilton's mother claimed that her son had no history of mental health issues. John Hamilton's brother, speaking to the media, also asserted that his brother was not mentally ill. Amanda suspected that John must have some connection to the clinical trials at Clean Therapeutics. She then obtained a list from the dark web of the people on whom clinical trials were being conducted. There were approximately 200 names on the list, and Amanda's name was among them. When she searched for John Hamilton on this list, she found his name. This confirmed that John Hamilton was one of the 200 individuals participating in the Clean Therapeutics clinical trials. The company's CEO had also announced they planned to conduct clinical trials on Army soldiers, and John was an Army soldier. Amanda was very pleased to learn this. Amanda then located John's mother's phone number and called her. During the call, John's mother stated that a pharmaceutical company had taken her son's life. She described how her son came home for holidays with shaking hands. He was experiencing terrible dreams every day, and these dreams wouldn't leave him. He told her that even after coming home, he could still hear the sounds of bombs and bullets. One day, police arrived at her house and began knocking. When she opened the door, the police informed her that her son John had done something wrong at the mall. They told her the police shoot him before he could attack them. At 3 a.m., Amanda called Bob to inform him that the results of the Clean Therapeutics clinical trial were imminent. Bob asked whether the stock would go up or down. On a piece of paper, Amanda had placed a sign indicating that Clean Therapeutics stock was going down. However, she told Bob that the stock would rise. She claimed she had contacts within the company's Farmer Council, who had provided her with a copy of the clinical trial results, and she had sent that copy to Bob. Bob asked when the company planned to announce these results. She replied they would announce them on Friday. She then asked Bob if, assuming her prediction was correct, he would speak to his boss about her. Bob agreed. Amanda then made a cold call to a company named Creative Capital. The call was transferred to Mr. Cold, who asked what she wanted. She inquired if Robert Webb, also known as Bob the Broker, was an employee of his company. Mr. Cold confirmed that he was. Amanda then asked if Bob had told him that she was the one who provided the tip to buy shares in Clean Therapeutics. Mr. Cold asked who she was and what proof she had of giving Bob this information. She stated she knew Bob wouldn't tell him. She then claimed to Mr. Cold that she was the one who had helped Bob generate significant profit for his firm last quarter. Mr. Cold again asked what she wanted from him. Amanda stated that she wanted the exact position that Bob currently held in his company. Amanda then asked Mr. Cold if Bob had shared the results of the clinical trial that she had sent to him. Mr. Cold confirmed he received the results and expressed confidence that, based on those results, Clean Therapeutics' stock price would reach $50 by Friday. She then countered, asking what he would say if she predicted that after touching $50, the stock price would plummet to $3. Mr. Cold reacted with surprise, noting that a drop to $3 would mean a 90% decrease, asking how she could possibly claim this. Amanda simply stated, "Because I know." However, Mr. Cold affirmed his complete confidence in his firm and his employees and stated he would continue holding a long position in Clean Therapeutics. Amanda then proposed a condition. If her prediction proved true, he should call her on Friday at 4 p.m. With that, she ended the call. On Friday morning, Amanda got ready and sold her shares of Clean Therapeutics at the price of $29. The market opened at 9:30 a.m. Amanda called John Hamilton's mother and told her, "The time is now." John's mother then appeared before the media and gave her statement, alleging that clinical trials were the cause of John's death. She specifically named Clean Therapeutics as the company conducting these trials on John. John's mother's statement quickly went viral on MarketMouth. As soon as her statement spread, the stock price of Clean Therapeutics began falling. People started exiting the stock by selling their holdings. Next, Amanda called John's brother, Jake. Amanda instructed Jake to go to a specific location. Jake followed Amanda's instructions and went to the location. She told him he would find a package there. Jack retrieved the packet. Upon opening it, he discovered a weapon inside then. She instructed him to take the package to his target, which was the head office of Clean Therapeutics Company, where the CEO was scheduled to announce the trial results. At 12:30 p.m., the company's CEO addressed the media. He declared that all allegations made against their company were false. He stated that no person named John was on the list of patients during their clinical trial and announced they would pursue legal action against anyone making false accusations. Meanwhile, Jake arrived at the head office. Amanda instructed Jake to reach the 7th floor using the fire exit. She told him that the conference room on that floor contained all the greedy people responsible for his brother's death and said he knew what he needed to do. After saying this, she disconnected the phone. Amanda was listening to the CEO's announcement. Suddenly, the sound of gunfire erupted.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Jake entered the conference room and started shooting, killing all the company board members present. News of the shooting began spreading on MarketMouth, and this information continued to circulate. The company's stock price continued to decline because everyone was selling their shares to get out of the stock. Seeing all this unfold, Bob called Amanda. She then reminded him of the time he told her to set fire myself so that you can save yourself from getting burnt. She told him now was the time to sell the stock and pointed out he was still holding it after buying. Bob realized that Amanda had orchestrated the entire series of events. Amanda said, "Goodbye, Bob," and ended the call. Within a very short time, the stock price reached $3. It was now 4 p.m. When Amanda viewed her profit, tears started flowing from her eyes. Then Amanda began laughing. These were tears of joy for her. That day, Amanda started writing her winnings on paper. She then received a call from Mr. Cold. He told Amanda he agreed with her. She had accomplished something extraordinary. He informed her that because of her actions, he had lost almost $5 million. Amanda responded, asking what if she could help him recover all his losses by next Friday. Mr. Cold replied that if she could do that, he would be willing to offer her a higher position in his company. He asked if she was interested in a job. Mr. Cold asked her to meet him at his office on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Amanda began burning all the papers in her room where she had recorded her winning and losing trading results. After burning everything, Amanda left the basement of her house. This is where the movie ends. If you enjoy the video till here, please like the video so let me know. Also, subscribe us for daily videos. You can suggest us movies recap by commenting us. Thanks. See you in the next one.